Gentlemen, Ben Dixon here with episode 161 of the MLM Monday show. This week, we're going to be discussing changes in the last 5 years and how the minimum viable game plan for testing a new direct selling concept or company has changed. If you're just joining us live today, comment below watching live. If you're watching on replay, feel free to comment below watching on replay. So, had a meeting this morning with a group of super influential folks in our space who've done amazing, amazing things in the past, and we were discussing when consulting a direct sales company or someone who wants to start their own referral marketing business, what is the minimum that you have to put in place to know if your concept works or not? And that asking that question is a funny question to ask. It's usually asked by people outside of the industry because in referral marketing there's so much competition and you're building a tribe, you're building something to go big and to go big fast and to change people's lives and to expand. So it's usually setting such large goals. It's always weird to think of the what's the minimum plan we can do to get started. We usually think about what is the max goals we're shooting for in 1 month, 6 months, 12 months for this program. But let's talk about what people did in the past as a minimum goal to test whether it was a direct sales party plan company or whether it was a actual MLM business that they were setting up and how that's changed because it's important to understand how much it's changed. So in the past, if someone wanted to test like a party plan company as an example, they might just start hosting a couple parties and literally creating a paper order form. So if they have these 6 products they want to sell in a party plan style business, they might go book 25 parties, no website, nothing, and literally just take orders on paper at those 20 parties to demonstrate how people order on parties. That was an old world pre-COVID where people got together physically for those parties and those kinds of events. We'll have to see when, if that type of model comes back. Most of the people in direct sales and party plan today do virtual parties and take orders virtually online, whether it's through Facebook or through online enrollment on an online shopping cart in a system. So the benchmark, even of the most basic business models people used to test in the past, has risen up to saying, no, you need an online system even to test the minimum viability of your party plan concept in the space. When it comes to network marketing in the space, in the past, when people would want to test a network marketing concept, they would think, well, all we need to do is get some commission tracking software, a replicated site with a shopping cart, and that's it. In the thinking in that world of the minimum to put together is that that's going to attract leaders just based on who's running it or who's starting it in their world or the value of the product. And those things all take time. And one of the things I shared this morning that's critical for everyone to understand is really a shift that's happened in the mid-level leaders that many of you are looking for to run your direct sales companies. 10 years ago and even 7, 8 years ago, when you would go find some mid-level leaders, those mid-level leaders would be expecting you to, ship out your product on time and pay commissions on time, but they would be the one bringing the duplicatable system with their team to the table. Of what to say and how to follow up and how to present and what to do to enroll others and how to train people after they join the team. Today, and more than ever, those those men and women who are 23, 24, 25 years old, 10 years ago, now 35, 36, 37 years old, the seasoned people that can be your mid-level leaders, you can be your superstars at your company, are looking for companies where the corporate team's done the work of creating the duplicatable system, of putting together all the content people are supposed to share and the messaging and the tools to present and the training platforms after you enroll people to elevate and train them. They're expecting that to be done and that to be put together by those people inside of the system. So this is really important to be thinking about, team, as you're putting together your game plan because the benchmark of all of that has changed significantly. Okay, if if you are now, as the corporate company, expected to be the one that puts that together, it changes your mind about what the minimum level is all about. Lastly, I would share with you that when you're testing anything, and you're going out there opening either a new market or you're opening a new business, it's all about knowing real information and real data so you can make great decisions. One of the challenges in the past in direct sales, network marketing, referral marketing is that in the past you may have lots of data after people are members or after they're customers, like how many times do they buy from you and what average order do they place, and if they buy this product, do they stay on longer or not. But you likely have very little data, if not no data, in direct sales and network marketing on how people are buying from you. So hear that for a moment. This is an important part to understand if you're going out there to launch a new business or to test, is you want to get all the information into, well, what are people doing that's actually getting them sales in our company? What are people doing that's actually getting new customers, that's recruiting new reps? And the only way you know that today is if you take this minimum project of what you're putting together to go out there and win, and you include the idea of putting in some of the predictive marketing tools that are available in the space today that actually track not only what your people are sending out to others, but what's working and what's not. Some of the tools that help even the newest member know what to say next and how to invite people and how to follow up. These are the things that begin to make a remarkable difference in knowing, okay, what's possible inside of running a direct sales business. If you'd like to learn more about predictive tools like that and what's possible inside of predictive actions and the others, send me a private message here on Facebook. Or if you're watching in our newsletter, you can email me at ben@naxum.com and would love to connect with you on that. Some of the biggest pains I've seen in the past of not knowing what content's working, not knowing what's actually creating new sales, some of the things that just bottleneck and handicap direct sales companies have been solved in the last 2.5 years. These are things that you don't have to live with anymore. There are platforms in place today that empower the new person who's never been on your team, never been a part of your company before, that make a feeling where it feels like a top leader sitting next to them telling them what to do next. And at the same time shows you and your corporate team exactly which content, which messaging, which social media assets are creating sales or not. So if you would like to see those types of things, there are some resources to study we put together. I'd be glad to share with you. Feel free to email me and say the 2020 study, or you can hit me with a private message here on Facebook, and I'm glad to connect with you from there. But thank you so much for checking out the show today, everybody. Wishing you all the best. We'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.